everyone, welcome to a new video. So this is the new project. Taking it for a little run and then I'll walk around it and we'll see what we got. This time it's not a Corsa, it is a VAUXHAL still. It's a funny little thing, something I've never had before. So let's see what we got. It's come with a year's MOT, but I've already noticed stuff that need doing. If you can hear that noise now, I know exactly what that is. It's a common fault on VAUXHALs, and that is the rubber on top of the screen is flapping. So that's the first job. So we need to get some tiger seal or windscreen sealer and re-stick that rubber or replace it if it needs doing. Other things I've already noticed is some of the tyres are looking worse for wear. One of the back ones has got a bulge in it and splits around the sides, so has one of the front. We've got a wheel bearing gone on the passenger side rear, which you should probably be able to hear now. So I would say when you buy a car and it says it's got a year's MOT, sometimes you need to look around the car and make sure it's been done properly, because I quite often buy a car with a year's MOT and have to do some work, which I'm having to do on this one. The year's MOT doesn't mean that someone hasn't gone back and changed the wheels to a spare set of crappy ones they had sitting around or something like that, or whatever. They can take any new parts off, swap things over, or they might just have a friendly MOT man that let a few things slip. Either way, none of that stuff is any good to us, and we want the cars to be 100% before we put them up for sale and put them out, which is what I do with all my cars, as you know if you watch my channel. As you can probably see, the sun's beaming today, which is lovely for this time of year, as over the last 3 days we've just had some really rough weather, really windy, 70-mile-an-hour winds, rain, storms, the lot. Today is a completely different day. Would have been a lovely day to go fishing, but we've got work to do as well, so got to get the balance between them two. So today we're doing this car. Here goes the flappy roof seals again. All good fun getting a new car. As I say, you buy a car for years MOT doesn't mean it's ready to go. Quite often they're not anywhere near up to my standard that I'd let a car go out at. Don't get me wrong, the car drives lovely. It's got no problems with the actual drivability of the car. It runs, drives and everything great. But things like split tyres, bulges, rubber seals flapping around as you can hear in the wind, brakes and that sort of stuff, nah, can't leave anything like that. It's all got to be 100% or nothing with me. I'm not going to send out a car that could potentially be dangerous. And how these people sell me cars in this condition, telling me they're 100% perfectly alright, don't know how they sleep at night. I mean, these tyres are not usable at all, as you'll see once I show you in the video in a little bit when we get to our spot. But otherwise, gears are changing nice, clutch is nice, brakes seem to be okay. Yeah, quite sharp to be fair. They're doing their job. The heaters seem to be working, they're nice and warm. Everything on the dash seems to be working. I come up onto the temperature gauge and it's sitting exactly where it should. So that's good. So we've done about 10 miles now, so everything's hot. Got a fuel light flashing, so I better get some fuel in here soon. As you can probably hear in the video, that wheel bearing is noisy, quite bad. Quite a common fault on a lot of the VAUXHALs, as you've probably seen in my other videos. Wheel bearings going, not a major job to do. Can be a bit of a pain on the front. This one's a back one, which means it's the press bearing into the rear hub. So we'll order a new bearing, get that pressed in, get that back on the car, so that problem should be gone. We'll look at the brakes and stuff while we're in the back. Let's see what we got there. through up a couple of things already, as I've just mentioned. So we've got a few bits of work to do already. That's about it so far, from what I can tell from the drive. Just I've done over 10 miles now, so I'm getting a good idea of what the car feels like. It's not bad at all otherwise. So I'll bring you back when we get to our spot, where we show the outside of the vehicle, and you can see what we got. Okay, so we're at our spot, so I'll spin you around and I'll show you what we got. So yep, this is something a bit different. Don't know if you can tell by just seeing the dash. The inside, have you guessed what it is yet? Okay, let's get outside then and show you. As you can see, carpets and stuff need doing. Seats are not too bad. A little bit of wear on the passenger seat, which is unusual. But this is what it is. Here it comes. Yep, that's an Agila. VAUXHALL Agila. Funny little thing, never had one before, but thought I'd have a go. It's an 06 on a 55 plate. So sort of facelift model of the first generation. It's actually in really good nick for age. As you can see, needs a good clean. Got the right trims on this side. Boots got stickers and stuff that need removing. There is a couple of dents there, not really sure how they got there. Not sure what I'm going to do about them yet. Got a few scuffs on the bumpers, which is pretty normal. Nothing we can't sort out. We'll sand these out and touch these in properly. A couple of minor dents on that rear quarter, so I think we'll probably leave. As you go around the rest of the car, it's pretty good. A couple of scuffs on the front bumper. As you can, hopefully you can see, I know it's a bit sunny. At least it's not really windy today. So we'll touch these little bits in. It's not too bad. It's not misty on the outside, inside the headlights, it's just the outside because it's early in the morning. They're actually quite nice lights. We need to replace these wipers because rusted to hell. They ain't no good, so we just put a new pair of them on. This tyre's pretty good, but these trims are obviously no good, and you know where they're going to end up, straight in the bin. Another set of 5 stud on a 4 stud car. You know I hate that. Same on this back one. Now, I don't know how a tyre like that has just passed an MOT. It's also got a bulge in it somewhere, so not good. I would have failed that myself if I was MOT in the car. Got stickers to remove on the back there. I think this tyre's actually a really good one. Both tyres on this side. No, tell a lie actually. This tyre's got a bulge in it as well, so I'll be replacing that tyre as well. Not a very good start tyre wise. And this tyre, well, the outside's gone and the inside's gone, so don't know how that got for an MOT. I reckon the chap I got this off has swapped the wheels over after taking it for an MOT and just chucked some steelies on for me to take the car away, but looks of things. There's only one good tyre on the whole car. I think I'll just replace all 4. Might as well chuck a set of alloys on there or something like that. Well, we'll see. I'm not sure yet. But that's what I meant about in the video at the beginning. Because you can't trust something just because it says it's got a year's MOT on it. But obviously we'll rectify any problems that we find. Let's have a look underneath. Yeah, looking okay. Exhaust has got some surface rust on it, but pretty normal. As I said, we've got a wheel bearing problem on this rear, but to be honest, that could be also down to the state of the tyres. So I think we'll change them first, because the bulged out shaped tyre will also make the same sort of noise as the wheel bearing does. So we'll look into that. We've also got a cracked light on the back here, so we're going to be replacing that as well. So we've got a few little jobs to do, and we've got another crack light. Oh wow, how is this all happening? Strange, isn't it? 2 crack lights on the back and a little bit here to sort out. Okay, so we've got a few little jobs to do and some bits to order. We'll go down to a breakage yard and grab. Not really sure yet. We'll sort that out. No, can't even get in there. I need to push the remote, I think. So this is what the back looks like. It's actually quite a bit tighter than the front. And the boot, we'll go and have a look at the boot properly in a minute. I'll show you the mileage. Inside the doors and that are fairly tidy, which is nice. Once it's all cleaned up, should look good. So what we got on the clock? Excuse me. We have 71,501 miles. Not bad at all. Start her up, and as you can hear, she's nice and quiet. No lights on apart from obviously the fuel tank light. So we'll be topping her up with some fuel in a bit. So that's all good. Right, so we'll look in the boot, see what we've got in the boot. I ain't actually been in the boot myself, so let's find out together. The old shuts on and we've got a spare tyre. It's got tread on and it's actually pumped up, so that's a good start. I don't know what this is. Dashboard cleaners and all sorts of stuff in there. Window cleaners, disinfectants, all sorts of stuff. So we'll clean all that out later. Okay, so not too bad. Roof lining is actually in really good nick. Just need a quick clean over with the steam cleaner or the wetback, probably both. Should we have a look under the bonnet as well and see what we got under there? Where's the old puller on this? Here we go. So cool, it's nice to have a day where I can actually see what I'm doing and stuff. Where's the little bonnet pull on these then? There it is. Bear with me a second, I'll just put the stay on the bonnet. Okay, so they've done well to cram that in there, didn't they? There's no room around this engine, is there? Whew. We won't have to do too much work on this, under this bonnet like this. I mean, once you remove a few bits and pieces, that probably would be fairly easy to work on, but they haven't made it easy, have they? Right. Looks like the antifreeze and that has been done properly, so that's good. Hopefully the oils and stuff are good. It's got the new battery as I said it had. Had no problems with that, starting first time and everything. So just a good clean under there really. And that's what we got. So not bad. So I think what we'll do is shop this all up. We'll order some parts. I'll take it and go and get it jet washed now, and we'll get this all cleaned up and see what we actually see if we've got any more marks and stuff. See what else we're dealing with. And we'll start getting it cleaned up and repaired. Okay, so I'll give it a good scrub under the bonnet, inside the doors, inside the top of the back of the boot, all that sort of stuff, bottom of the doors, all around the bumpers, all the seals, around the mirrors, all that sort of stuff. So a lot cleaner than where we started. All the little green and mouldy bits are all out, roof's clean, so it's not looking too bad. And they're going to give it a blast down the dual carriageway, get it dried off, and we'll get it back and have a look at the inside and decide to go from there basically and see what we're going to do next. Nice 4 litre TDI Quattro in front of us, Audi. But that's a bit of a beast. A good tone car, wasn't it? Right, so let's give her a blast down the dual carriageway and get this water off. Best as possible anyway. Flapping around sound like a helicopter, doesn't it? But not only that, we took her up to some good speeds within the speed limits, of course, and we got a nice shake, wobble vibration through the car. So I would say that's due to the poor state of the tyres. So we need to, as I've already said before, we need to get all 4 tyres done, which we'll do. We'll have to do another test drive out of that once the tyres and wheelbarrow have been done. Right, I'll get this home and we'll decide what we're going to do with it next. It's a lovely day, so we're going to carry on, get some more work done and keep it all going in this video. Instead of doing lots of videos, I'm going to try and do some longer videos and get these done. Okay, so I've just spent about an hour and a half hoovering this out. Probably done it twice now. I'm probably going to do it one more time. And then I'm going to get the wet bag out and sort that out. So I'll spin you around and show you where we are. Go over all the doors and everything out of the boot and everything to drain all the water from when it was washed. Right, so let's have a look. So as you can see, it's starting to look much cleaner already. Way better than when we started. Doing the door panels at the same time. Just some stains on the carpet. There's a stain down here that needs sorting out, which we'll do with the wet back. Shame about this seat, it's got a bit of wear on this seat. Might look into changing this seat. See what we can find. It's definitely starting to look better. stains again. So time to get the spray out, the detergents, give it a good scrub, and a wet vac. Start making it look really decent. Still looks a bit rough down there, doesn't it? It's a stain, I can't get it off at the moment. This seat's a lot nicer than the other seat, which is unusual, it's normally the other way around. Right, so I'm going to get the wet vac out, and we're going to go from there. This will give you some idea of what's coming out. Pretty nasty, yucky, dirty water. I'll show you what I've done when I finish the rest of the car. Just thought I'd give you an idea of what I'm up to and how we do it. It's just one pass, and then we do 3 passes. And I'll bring you back once I've done the rest of the interior and you can have a look around. There's some more of what's coming out. We'll get that all over me, but you get the idea. That's how dirty the interior is. Okay, so I'll give that 2 going over now. I'm probably going to give it 1 more go, but I'll spin you around and show you what we got. It's looking way better than where we started. Okay. Strange how it shows still stained on that floor down there, but it's not. Not quite sure why it's doing that, to be honest. Maybe a bit of wear. As you can see, looking way better. No stains. Done all the back of the seats as well as all the boot carpet and stuff like that. I'll also take it out and do underneath there and stuff like that. All the door panels have been done. All the floors have been done. Back seats, top and bottom, headrests. Roof panels have come out pretty good. I'm going to go over them one more time. Stains come out the front carpet. And this passenger seat has actually come up fairly well. If I can repair these bits on this seat, then I'll save this seat. I can have it restitched and pop it in somewhere and see what they can do. So we're looking pretty good. Next thing is to get it dried out. So get the old extension lead there and get the heaters in it. Get it dried out and start doing some buffing, I think. That'll be my next job. Right, I'm going to get sorted out. In case you were wondering earlier what that flappy noise was making that helicopter sound, it's this rubber here. Just comfort seal up the top here. Pretty common. I mean, that just pushes back in, but I'm going to stick it back in properly so it actually bonds to the screen along the top seal. So it's like that basically. This will all clean off. That's just rubber where it's been flapping, so that's not a problem. Right, I'm going to do a bit of buffing on the front end. Here we go. So I just spent about an hour on the front end doing the headlights, bumper and bonnet. And as you can see, we're looking really nice already. So imagine what it's going to be like when I've gone through all the processes, the compounding, polishing, waxing, the whole lot. It's going to look quite nice, I think, don't you? We're getting a long way today on how much we're doing in one day, but sometimes I like to just go for it and get as much done as possible. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to try and mop this whole car now before it gets dark. Should be pretty impressive, but you never know. Do my best. And I'll bring you back in a little while for an update. So I've started compounding the sides, and I've come up against some tar all over the bottom of the doors and bottom of the wings and stuff like that. So that's going to make it a little bit harder to do, but it's all part of the fun. It's what I normally have to do anyway, but I thought I'd just spin you around and show you what I'm on about, and show you the difference. So as you can see on this wing, it's all nice and shiny. Got a couple of stone chips to do. No tar, nothing like that. A couple of marks I might have to sand out. This will probably come off. Yeah, it will. And then these stone chips, bits of tar. If I take you close in, you get the idea of what we got on the bottom of the doors and all the way across. So we've got to remove all this tar on both sides to get the best effect and make the car look really nice. So that's what we're about to do next. We'll get this whole side done. I think you can see the difference between the wing and the panels that haven't been done yet. Obviously we've got windows to do and stuff like that, and get some wheels as said before, which I'll be sorting out tomorrow. Right, so let's carry on. So there's the difference. All the tar's gone. Looks way better, as you can see. So we'll do that to the rest of the car now. continue to get it to shine. You can see it actually changing colour in the silvers if you look at it. Look at the 2 panels I've done, the front wing and the driver's door, and then the other 2 panels you can see. So actually getting a lighter silver as you go around and tidy it up. Anyway, let's carry on, get this side done, and I'll bring you back. So these stickers on the back are being a pain, so I'll show you how I get them off. All I do is get a hairdryer, heat them up, and off they come. So I think you get the idea. I'll bring it back once I've got it all off. The little bits of residue are left over. Afterwards we'll just come off with the mop as you compound them. So that's most of the sticker off, not too bad. Now going to mop the rest off. Sticker all gone. Well, as you can probably see, if I turn the light off, it's got a bit dark now, so I'm going to have to stop here. But I'll get back onto it again tomorrow. So all I can say is thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, give me a big thumbs up and all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you again tomorrow with some more work done on the car. Thanks a lot. See you soon.